Good morning. Are you Janetta Pugh?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the what?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the beneficiary of what estate? Answer my questions, please, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand.
Beneficiary of the estate.
Okay. What's the announcement?
Judge, it's my understanding that Ms. Pugh and her family has retained an attorney on this matter. You may, I don't know if you remember, Judge, this is when I was originally appointed on, and we were on the trial docket. She hired a new attorney at that point. Mr. Norwood, who was on the case for a while, and then withdrew. And once recently, when the case came back to me, I visited with her, and I was told that they did retain another attorney. I was given the name of Christopher Wiley this morning, but I have not heard from him. And my understanding is that at this point still hasn't filed anything with the court.
Okay.
But I've been told that that's who's supposed to be taking over the case.
Okay.
For the record, I recognize Ms. Pugh. She's been here before.
I do as well, for the record.
And I looked into Mr. Christopher Wiley. I can't find that person as a practicing lawyer in the state bar.
Alright guys, today we are going to watch another courtroom showdown where a defendant walks in believing she can outsmart the entire legal system with sovereign citizen style arguments, and from the very first seconds the tension is obvious. The judge starts with simple identification questions, but things instantly spiral into confusion about estate's beneficiaries and mysterious attorneys that apparently nobody can verify. Even the defense attorney looks frustrated while trying to explain that multiple lawyers have appeared and vanished from this case. The biggest red flag comes when the judge openly states he searched the state bar and could not even confirm the existence of the so-called new lawyer. At that moment you can already tell this hearing is heading toward disaster because the court wants clarity while the defendant seems focused on avoiding the process entirely.
Page, and I have not been contacted by anybody on Ms. Pugh's behalf.
All right. So, Ms. Pugh, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you at this point. Obviously, you know as well as anyone that you're in custody and we want to get your case taken care of. If you've hired or your family has hired another lawyer, then they have to contact the court so that we can do something with your case. And do you know if they've hired someone?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree with your appointed foreign agents, considering that the first duty is to the state and will be considered conflict of interest. Your Honor.
Okay, so if you don't want, the only thing I can do, I'm appointing an attorney to you to help you, right? So if you don't want a court-appointed attorney, then your only option, two things. One is to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer. So if you don't like the way it works, then you do something different. So are you, listen to what I'm saying. Are you either going to represent yourself?
Buckle up guys, because this is where the courtroom patience starts running dangerously thin. The judge gives Miss Pugh a very direct choice: either accept the appointed attorney, hire a real lawyer, or represent yourself. But instead of answering clearly, she launches into claims about foreign agents' trusts and conflicts of interest, which immediately changes the tone of the hearing. You can see the judge trying to keep control while also explaining basic courtroom procedure in the simplest way possible. But every answer from the defendant sounds like it came straight from an internet legal fantasy. Then comes the moment every courtroom viewer saw coming, when she demands proof of a verified claim and the judge calmly points at the indictment sitting right in front of her. That response completely destroys the argument, and you can feel the frustration building from both sides as the hearing slips further into chaos.
Are you going to let Mr. Lewis represent you, or are you going to hire someone?
Objection, Your Honor. Respectfully, is this a court of record?
It is a court of record. So your objection's overruled.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
It's right here. It's called an indictment. And Mr. Lewis has a copy of it, and he can show it to you. So that would be the verified claim against you.
Okay. Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, there were writs that was filed to the case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus, and it's denied.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel, defective defense.
It's overruled.
Um, okay.
You're running out, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
So here's the thing, Miss Pugh. I appreciate your position, but listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh, don't
with my
speak over me.
incarceration, respectfully, Your Honor, with my incarceration.
Miss Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on, listen to me. Everything you have there is overruled. And here's one of the reasons why, is because you have a lawyer. And your lawyer will file the appropriate motion. You're interrupting me again, which is disrespectful. So I'm going to leave Mr. Lewis as your attorney unless you choose to represent yourself or hire someone else. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to determine what you're going to do. You can go back. You can go back with the bailiff.
I do not agree or comply to your appointed.
Go back.
Agents.
You already said that, and that's overruled.
Duty is to the state.
Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it.
Alright guys, this final section is where the judge completely takes command of the courtroom, and honestly this is the moment the reality check finally hits. The defendant keeps interrupting while repeatedly saying respectfully, as if that magically excuses cutting off the judge every few seconds, and you can see the court losing patience fast. The judge makes it crystal clear that legal motions come through attorneys, not random courtroom speeches, and every objection she throws out gets instantly overruled. One of the most important moments here is when the judge explains that simply repeating sovereign citizen talking points will not stop criminal proceedings or force release from custody. By the end, the court gives her one final opportunity to either hire legitimate counsel or represent herself, but the message is obvious: the courtroom is done entertaining distractions. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next video.